What's up, guys? It's the Cobra's commentator, and today we're in the studio with Steven S.J. James.
What up?
How are you doing?
I can't complain. How about yourself?
I'm great. All right. Steven is a local musician here on the scene. He's with the 4x4 crew, and today I'm going to ask him some questions. So first I want to say, how'd you get started with music in general?
Started out basically like anybody would, just as a kid. I would hear like hip-hop tracks from my friends, rap tracks. You know, I was the only white boy in the neighborhood, so I was growing up. I would hear stuff my parents was listening to, like B98.5 and classical music and jazz. My mom's a music teacher, so I've always been around music. But what got me into hip-hop is just growing up in the urban area, hearing stuff throughout my childhood, and then in junior high school, would start like recording on little tapes and stuff, and I was in a dance program at school, so that's kind of what started the little tumbleweed effect, you know what I'm saying, dancing and rapping at home. And then in the high school, I really wasn't rapping much, but I would rap, freestyling, beating on the table. But I was more into the dancing, but then kind of outgrew the dancing and jumped fully into the hip-hop. But it really was a childhood thing that I just tried to turn professional after I graduated.
All right, so like how'd you start just getting professional with your hip-hop? What were the steps that you took?
First thing was going to a good studio. First year I started actually recording on my own as an independent artist was 2004. Studio I was going to was offering me really cheap studio time, and I didn't know much about good quality, so I was just taking what I could get. The song quality wasn't all that good, but it was a good learning stage for me to try to figure out how can I make a good sounding song with bad quality. And that's what I used to try to do, because I'm like, well, I don't have great quality studio to go to, so I have to really come with it, because there's a lot of people that have great quality songs, but their lyrics suck. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
That was the challenge, I guess. That's what got started me trying to go professional, was trying to sound professional.
Uh-huh. So, what was the first professional studio you went to? Did you go to a studio in Arkansas, or did you have to travel outside of the state, or how did that work?
It depends on your definition of professional. Professional, I think by definition, if I'm not mistaken, is anything that you get paid to do. Mm-hmm. So, technically, the first studio I went to was a professional studio, because the guy was getting paid to record me. So he was technically a professional by default, I guess. So the first professional studio I went to was probably on John Barrow's On the Rise, and Joker Entertainment, and also Grim Music Studios. Those are probably three studios that I recorded with early on, or did something with, and kind of got a feel of what a professional sound was. You know what I'm saying? Where they would actually take time to mix and master the tracks. You know what I'm saying? They knew all about the distortion and the clipping and stuff. A lot of little basic stuff I didn't know anything about. So,
do you do your own work now on your tracks, or do you still go to someone else to have it done for you?
Sometimes I'll write a song and I already have a beat. Sometimes I won't. But once a song is completely written and I feel like I've rehearsed it enough and got the delivery I want, and, you know what I'm saying, got my breathing down to where I feel like I can record it the way I want to record it and feel comfortable, then I'll book studio time at one of the studios that I go to, like I said, which is Joker Entertainment. John Barris, KV, has been a friend of mine. He's always looked out for me. Like, if something was whack, he would tell me. You know what I'm saying? He would just be like, hey, try it again. YK, Grim Music Studios, I go there a lot. I've been at Big Keys once or twice. I like their studio, Key Ingredient. So that's what I do. I try to rehearse the song as much as possible, because right now I'm balling on a budget. Well, I ain't balling at all, but like that. So I'm on a budget recording. I'm on a budget with everything, because I still am independent. We try to call ourselves independent artists now, because if you think local, you always be local. We like to call ourselves local celebrities, but we're independent artists, if that makes any sense.
That makes sense to me. All right, so I know that you're with the 4x4 crew. Can you give the audience a brief history of the 4x4 crew and how you guys got started?
4x4 crew was a conglomerate of groups, a pack of rappers and a DJ, and actually in the very beginning there was a dance crew involved with 4x4 crew. It started out as SJ&D, Prophecy, and Sabotage Squad.
So who are they? Like, are they?
I'm not gonna run through all the names.
Yeah, okay.
But Prophecy was the dance crew, and I kind of managed them and oversaw them. Sabotage Squad was my business partner, Burner Boys group, which was Coop the Villain and DJ Fatality, and then SJ&D was my squad, as me and a couple other guys. Truth the Nuisance is still with us now. Is actually in the Army. The dance group just kind of fell off, so we stopped worrying about them because they weren't trying to work hard enough. And then a couple of cats just went separate ways in life. You know what I'm saying? No hard feelings. Just life takes you different ways. And now there's actually four of us, ironically, in the 4x4 crew. And that's Burner Boy, who's my business partner and my brother. DJ Fatality, That's the group DJ. He's not a DJ for hire. He is the group DJ. My DJ is killing these DJs. That's why I call him DJ Fatality. Cutting them up, scratching them up on them turntables for all you non-DJ term-oriented people out there.
I heard him. He's awesome.
Yeah, DJ Fatality is killing them for real. And then Truth the Nuisance, who is the youngest of the squad, the most lyrical. He's the poet. He's in the Army right now getting that money right. And when he gets back, we're going full force. And we're still pushing hard without him right now. I mean, he's actually about to go to Korea, and he's got a pack of CDs with him, ready to go pass them out, go sell them over in Korea. So
I like that cross promotion right there. You guys are always on the grind. All right, can you tell me about promotion as far as how you're putting yourself out there in Little Rock?
There's all types of ways to promote. You just have to find a way that works for you. She mentioned Boaz earlier, who was a local Southwest Boaz. He's on Twitter all the time. He's got a lot of followers. He gets a lot of YouTube hits, and that works for him. For us, we've always been known for going out and passing out flyers and selling CDs hand to hand, face to face. That's worked for us, but we also jump on the Twitter, we're on Facebook, we're on the MySpace, you know what I'm saying? Some people, all they do is sit on Facebook, though, and that doesn't work. You know what I'm saying?
So they need to get out.
Yes, Facebook is oversaturated. I'm not saying you got to stand on a corner and sell CDs. You don't have to. But at least show up to a local show and try to get on the show, or talk to some of the other acts. Like, hey, man, what'd you do to get to where you're at? You know what I'm saying? You have to figure out what works for who you are. You got some artists that are, the D-boy rappers. You know what I'm saying? And there's a definitely a need for that street style in the game, the D-boy, the trap rapper. It's oversaturated right now, but you got cats like E-Dub. He is the streets. He is a street artist, and he's in the streets. And he doesn't just get out and pass out his own flyers. I mean, he's in the streets.
Street team.
Yeah. He's the type of cat like, I got money, I'm gonna pay somebody to promote me, because he's in the streets. That's his thing. That's who he is. You know what I'm saying? I like to think that most of us rappers, we're from the hood, we're from the, urban environments, but it's not all negative. You know what I'm saying? Like me personally, it's all about grinding. It's all about hustling. You know what I'm saying? And that's something I learned in the urban environment. That's something I learned in the hood environment was, don't just sit around and wait for money to come to you. Get out and get it. You know what I'm saying? Don't be fake. Just get out and get your money how you want to get it. Be happy with what you're doing.
So you think promotion ties into the no love syndrome? Because when I'm on downtown, I always hear about these people. It's like, oh man, they're not showing me love, and they're not doing.
They
this.
Don't owe you anything. That's what it is. The general public. Then this to any rappers out there that might hear this. The general public does not owe you anything. You owe them. You have to show them that you're worthy of being on that stage. And now you do have some tough crowds. You got some people that are just going to be mean. You got some people that's going to be some hoes, you know what I'm saying? But, I mean, you can't help it. That's the world. You got people like that every day driving in traffic that are going to be like that. You know what I'm saying? People that are going to curse you out for cutting them off. People are just generally going to be kind of negative against something they're not used to. So understand this. The world doesn't owe us rappers anything. We have to prove that, hey, you either going to like me for my style, or you don't have to like me at all. And you have to be comfortable with that. If you have a style that people aren't really familiar with, or it's not like a mainstream commercialized style yet, then stick by your guns and just do what you do. People will respect you more for sticking by your style or the way you do things, rather than, you know what I'm saying, compromising or conforming to what's on the radio. You know what I'm saying? If you want to do what's on the radio, that's fine. I guarantee you, if everybody just stuck in their own lane, there's room in the rap game, the hip-hop game, for every type of style. The problem is when you get a OJ the Juice Man, and that's all right, but then you got a Gucci Man and a Waka Flocka and 15 million other underground artists that are trying to copy that just to get on, instead of them just coming up with their own style. And then, you have your Nas's and your Jay-Z's, and you got 1,000,001 cats that think they're the next Nas and Jay-Z. It's just do you, promote you, and people will love you.
All right, so your biggest advice is just to be yourself, right? So is there any other advice that you have for up-and-coming artists, especially on the Little Rock scene?
Be yourself, but don't be afraid to experiment by far. I mean, like our last album was called Herbal, and people hear that and they're like, oh, what's Herbal? What's Herbal? You know what I'm saying? But it's spelled URBAL. It stands for urban and rural. It's the words just spliced together, basically, because me and my group, we tell people we either came from the country or from the hood, one of the two. So we took the word urban and rural and just mixed it together, herbal.
I like that.
And it's also a play on words like it's herbal, it's natural. You know what I'm saying? Because everything we do, no matter what type of song it is natural. I mean, we got some songs called we got a song called Bottom of the Map, and it's got an acoustic guitar. It just sounds like what they call a country rap tune. You know what I'm saying? And then you got tracks like DJ's Girlfriend, and it sounds like some kind of Miami, you know what I'm saying, fist pumping song or something like that. And you got Pick It Up in this straight Southern club going to elevations type stuff. And then you got a song called Party and BS. Y'all know what that stands for. And it's like for the frats and the sororities, like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you know, you got those huge group of white kids that might show up for a Snoop Dogg concert and just get all out drunk and act crazy. It's called Party and BS. So we got songs for everybody. We even made a song for a motorcycle club out here called Top of Our Game. None of us ride bikes, first of all. None of us ride motorcycles.
Is that like a local club here? Or?
Yeah, it's called the A-State Boys. They do bike night every week at a couple different locations.
I gotta go check them out.
Yeah,
now.
They come out and they're like 500 deep with other bike clubs. We made them a theme song about riding motorcycles and being who they are, and it's called Top of Our Game. That's their slogan. We're on top of our game. And it's about just their motorcycle club and how they live and their lifestyle as bike riders. So don't be afraid to do stuff for people either. I mean, do you experiment? Give some of the people what they want sometimes. Just keep an open mind. Maybe that's the gist of it. Keep an open mind when you're doing your music. Don't be afraid to do anything.
So do you guys have any other current projects that you're working on or anything, you know, just to plug for SJ and the 4x4 crew?
Right now, Herbal, URBAL, by the 4x4 crew, 4x4 crew, not 4x4, it's 4x4. It's on iTunes, Amazon, the 4x4 crew, the 4x4, THE, not no, DA or nothing like that. THE 4x4 crew.bandcamp.com. You can check out every song we've ever released to the public. I'm currently uploading all our old stuff to YouTube as well. You can search us on YouTube. I'm sure you'll find something. Like I said, iTunes, Amazon. The next project we got coming out is just a mixtape. It'll be out in the streets. It's called Back on My Crew-ish. Crew-ish is a word that we created like is
this like another version of grind or something?
No, okay. Crew-ish is like this. You know what ish is, right?
Yeah.
It's the S-H-I-T.
Oh, okay. I got you now.
Crew-ish. Okay.
I get it.
So instead of cursing at the general public everywhere we go, we came up with a new word. Instead of saying crew, you know what I'm saying? We just say, because when they edit the word ish, it says ish, if y'all understand what I'm saying out there, if I'm not talking crazy and backwards. So we said crew-ish. Like, that's a creative little word. So my boy started saying, man, we on our crew-ish. We're on our crew-ish. Everywhere we go, we stay on our crew-ish. We just, and so we'll see people when we'll be like, hey, man, are you crew-ish? And they'll be like, what do you mean? You stay with your crew? You represent the crew? Yeah, man, I'm with my crew. Well, you on your crew-ish?
Oh, I like that. That's creative.
So I stay on my crew-ish 24/7. All right, I got a question to the public out there. Are you crew-ish?
All right, we're going to end it there with Are You Crew-ish? I'm glad that I had a chance to speak with SJ of the 4x4 crew. You have any other words to say to people?
Stay in school. Drugs are bad, okay? And Back on My Crew-ish should be out. Mixed by DJ Fatality of one half of the Corner King. Shout out to DJ Discipline. We opened up for Devin the Dude on October 23rd at the Village. Awesome. I can't think of nothing else. Merry Christmas.
All right. Thanks, SJ. This is the Cobra's commentator, and I'm out.
Yeah.
Guys, we'll see you later. Have a good day.